Hello there. Welcome back. My name is James, and as probably you already read in the title, this is a video that I wanted to do to share what I think on one specific update from the latest beta branch. As I am recording now, I literally just launched the game and it's already in the master. So the script that I did kind of is incorrect. so. So yeah, it's already in the master, which kind of makes me kind of sad because I didn't have like the opportunity to share this. I'm still gonna record the video, and most of the script that I have here is still like valid. So yeah, it was in the beta branch, May 15th. Now it's in the master, May 16th. This is the date I'm recording this. So. My opinion from what I've gathered is gonna be controversial. Like the general consensus is that it is a good change. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And I am referring to the spells can now be dropped from the inventory at all times. There are already a couple videos that go through the updates, the bug fixes and the updates. Software has a video, Fury has a video. So I'm sure other people is already commenting about it. So I'm not gonna go through this. I'm just gonna go and talk about the spells can now be dropped from the inventory at all time. Okay. I was watching Sofer's video on it, and he mentioned something that I could not agree more with. Um, he says that Noita is a game in which every decision matters. Like each decision is important. He also mentions that 4 1 slots and 4 item slots is the way the game limits, like puts a limit and enforces this decision making aspect of the game. It increases the difficulty and makes, once again, every decision matter. So with this, I agree 100%, like 100% agrees. But I don't think this point of view applies to only the wand and item slots. I think it applies to every single aspect of the game, including the spells inventory. Now, everything in this game is a resource that you need to manage. For example, HP, like should I explore a little longer trying to get more money, more hearts, or risking being very low on HP? Should I maybe go for this boss knowing that one shot would kill me? Should I go to fungal, high risk, high reward? Should I build a one that if it gets me, I would be toast? Like all of this is decision making based on a resource that you need to manage, right? Another example, money. Like should I buy these 2 wands or should I buy 1 wand and get a reroll? Should I maybe go full on rerolls? What is the most efficient and beneficial way of spending this money? The capacity of the wand is another one that I put in here. Should I go for a rapid firing but burst wand because it runs out of mana? Should I full wrap or half wrap? Should I put the crit or the heavy spread which would give me faster fire rate? Which one gives me more survivability, more chance to stand a fight and survive? So, and of course, like the topic of the video is another resource that you need to manage, and it is the spells inventory. And the limitation built into it is what enriches and enforces once again the decision making and the gameplay. Now, I was just like throwing out some examples. In this one, I'm gonna go a little deeper, and I'm going to show you a couple examples that come to mind regarding the inventory management. So this is like a couple examples. I'm just gonna show you. I should probably give myself a wand. I didn't think of that. Level 3. How do I do a wand? This is the first time one builder. So mana, let's put some mana. Let's put some mana recharge. Slot 5, that's more than enough. Multicast 1, reload. Shuffle, no. Spawn. There you go. And I'm gonna give myself Tinker. Where is it? Or Edit once? Edit once. It was called Edit once before. So give me the one, and we're gonna try to do this. I'm playing in the beta branch. If you or now is the master, so if you notice, I could like drop my spells. But yeah, I'm gonna show you a couple examples that come to mind regarding the inventory management and the decision making that comes along with it. So I have done all kinds of runs in this game: short runs, long runs, wisp runs, gimmick runs, all bosses runs, etc. etc. And lately, I've been enjoying windstriking. Um, from all of this experience, I can think of some examples where the inventory management plays a role in this decision making that makes the game so enjoyable and satisfying to play. So, for example, first one, Slime Ball. This is a spell that you usually um, discard it just because it's not amazing and it also can hurt you. So that's not really that great. However, it has an insane synergy with Matter Eater. This is one of the best combinations in the game. There you go. Look at that. It keeps going. It's amazing. It's amazing. So, sorry about that. Um, so while windstriking, having the option to skip the last biome is very valuable. And Slime Ball and Matter Eater gives you this option. Now, this is a spell that often you find in the first biome here in the mines or in the first holy mountain. So, no, I don't want to die. So, if you save it in your inventory, if you give this Slime Ball a slot of your inventory, in case you find Matter Eater, right? This is a higher tier spell. So in case you find Matter Eater, you give this Slime one slot in your inventory. So you are sacrificing one inventory slot for the potential of a great benefit. For the very first biome, you are planning 6 biomes ahead, basically. You're giving yourself options 6 biomes ahead. Another example is the Dix Projectile. This is another spell that might hurt you, and it hurts bad. So most of us are a little cautious when it comes to using it, and also cautious when it comes to saving it. However, it has another amazing synergy with the Explosive Projectile. It's amazing, it's really really good, and it can carry the run all the way down. All the way down. So once again, there you go. There you go. There you go. So once again, you give the Dix Projectile one slot in your inventory for the potential of finding Explosive Projectile in the future. And the potential of having like a benefit out of it. And the last example is the Ice Ball. So there's an alchemic recipe in the game, warm blood, and Ice Ball, and freezing liquid produces more warm blood. If you see, we are like multiplying the warm blood here. So freezing liquid, Ice Ball on impact releases freezing liquid. That means you can go and grab an egg here in the tree easily, or you can get some warm blood in the snowy. You can also get sometimes worms here in the mines. You can get worms in the jungle. So there are several ways to get warm blood. And in case you find this spell and you save it, you can basically guarantee it warm vision every single biome. Like, it could be useful if you want to go get the orb in the at the left of Snowy Depth, or you want to maybe go for master and through the biome, through the wizard's den, right? Or maybe you want to grab the healing down here in the dark cave, And overall, having the option to see in exploration, like this is an amazing benefit. One of the best perks in the game is all seeing eye, right? So having this option guaranteeing the option to see when exploring the biomes is just really good. But it kind of relies on saving a spell in your inventory. So coming back to the update, I do believe that it takes something away from the game and the gameplay. So what I'm talking about is having a moment to think and consider the pros and cons, the benefits or consequences of keeping or dropping a spell. It takes away the importance and relevancy of this moment of decision making. It's no longer relevant, it's no longer important, it does not matter anymore. You can fill your inventory with spells, like not even considering if they are valuable or not, not even considering that if they are going to give you a benefit in the long term or not. You can do that because it is no longer important. At the end, you can just drop them, right? It doesn't matter anymore if you take a moment to think about like the benefit or not, or the consequences of having an, a spell in your inventory. So yeah, I think that this change in the inventory spells kind of takes that away. um, it's no longer relevant because now you have limitless freedom of managing your inventory. And going back to like the reference that I did of Software's video, limits is what makes the game more difficult, more enjoyable, but also enriches the gameplay and the decision making, right? So as I was saying at the beginning, I know that this opinion, what I'm saying here, is not the most popular opinion. My chat on stream kind of like went all against me for thinking this. If you go to Fury's video, everyone kind of like agrees with it. The general consensus is that is a good change. So just to kind of like wrap things up, I want to mention one last thing, and is Darkest Dungeon. It's kind of strange, but bear with me. So if you don't know Darkest Dungeon is a dungeon crawler, party-based, turn-based strategy game, and it has a bit of like resource management, just for like good measure. It's a really good game, really beautiful and really difficult. Uh, and what I want to mention about Darkest Dungeon, what I wanna like specifically talk about is the combat and one specific aspect of it. The combat is positional, so you have a party of 4 characters, and there are 4 ranks or positions. And same with the enemy party. Some characters are better in the front, some characters are better in the back, some characters move around, and some characters are better if they stay in the same position. Most of the attacks, and I'm talking about most of the attacks in the entire game, target specific positions, can only target specific ranks or positions in the enemy party. So there's a mechanic in the game that is the corpses. When you kill an enemy, it leaves a corpse, and the objective of it is getting your way. It occupies one of the ranks, so it can get you in the position where you have to waste a turn, and yeah, it might mean you lose the battle, or it might mean that you have to retreat. And there are like other interactions that corpses may like. They are really inconvenient and really get in your way. So what I want to say is that at the beginning, Darkest Dungeon did not have this corpse mechanic. People played this game for a long time without corpses. So everybody developed strategies, party compositions, efficient ways to play the game without corpses, right? When the corpses were added, the reactions were bad, like really, really bad. So people say that this was like the worst decision in game design. Some people said that the game was good, but after that change was unplayable. So, and I want to like open bracket here. With this, I don't want to say that the inventory change is the worst. I'm not saying that. That is not my intention. And maybe this example is a little too dramatic, but bear with me, please. So, after this reaction of the community, the response of the devs was very smart and clever. Like, to me, that this seems like it's a very smart decision. So they believed that the corpses would add to the game and the gameplay. It would enrich this decision making, this strategizing, this planning ahead, right? So what they did is make the corpses the default gameplay setting. However, in the gameplay settings, there is a toggleable option to disable the corpses in case you don't want to play with that mechanic. So, however you want to play, go ahead and play, right? And I think this goes also for Noita, and that's where I'm gonna like wrap things up. If you do long runs, gimmick runs, challenges, cash run runs, win streaks, go for it. If you wanna manage the inventory outside the Holy Mountain, that's perfect. Like if people before wanted to 5-1, that was perfect. If you wanna go for the bridge boss cheese, go for it. Like play however you wanna play. I think this is some of the core philosophies of Noita. Play however you wanna play, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is this is just my opinion. I wanted to share my opinion and present to you my reasoning and of like why this is my opinion, of why this I think this is not a great change, and present a potential solution. It kind of discourages me a little bit that this is already the master build, but you know what, I'm still gonna like post this. If you agree with me, that's good. If you don't agree with me and you enjoy and you are already playing with this change, that's also cool. Play however you want to play. This is just my opinion, and, and yeah, if you also kind of like agree with me that maybe a toggleable option is a good alternative, I mean that's also cool. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. This is uh, this is it. This is where I'm gonna leave it. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys around. Bye bye.